You want to know something that I've been thinking about more than I probably should at my age?
Sure.
It's been 3 weeks since we went to Branson. How I hurt myself diving into that pool.
Oh, good grief. Yeah.
So I've never in my life dove into a pool. I've seen people diving. I've always been jealous. You see those little signs on pools that say no
No
diving. And I'm like, that'll never apply to me. I don't know how to dive. But I was like, today's the day. I'm going to learn how to dive. Tried to figure it out. You were judging me, telling me like whether it was good. And you're like, hey, that one was actually okay. And then immediately I challenged my older brother, Tim, who's like the perfect specimen. Literally trained to be a Navy SEAL. And I was like, I'm going to challenge him to a diving contest. And do well. So I was thinking, and actually like do well in this diving contest.
Okay, maybe we should specify what diving is, because
diving is
sometimes when people think of diving, it's like the Olympics, when they dive
No.
and it's straight down. No, this was a 5-foot pool.
5-foot pool. They were just in putting up the no diving sign.
Yeah.
Nobody should be diving this, but
This wasn't diving
I
as
just
much
wanted
as it
to-
was just
going into the water head first, still
and
making
kind
a
of
big splash.
flattening out very quickly.
And I never dived before in my life. And you were like, I would go in, horrible looking dive, and I'd come up, does that count as a dive? And you're like, being nice, you're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm challenging Tim to do it. And then I kept doing it. And you said I was getting better. I was like, I'm challenging Tim to do a diving contest. And then Tim shows up, and we do this diving contest, and that fucking kid is spring loaded. He like jumps up in the air, gets completely horizontal, vertical.
Yes, vertical.
I started out horizontal. And whatever. And it just goes in, no splash, not a drip. and I'm like, shit.
How?
I don't know, dude. He's just fucking built different. He's not built like me. He's built like fucking Tom Cruise, but more handsome. But anyway, I go in, I do my first. Tim does his dive. It's amazing. I do my first dive. It kind of sucks. I'm like, that doesn't represent me. I could do better. And so I do round 2. It's best 2 out of 3. And I asked Matthew, who's my third brother, how was the first one? He's like, it was not bad, but you need to get more horizontal, vertical. Fuck. And I was like, got it. I'm gonna get vertical. I dive into that pool, break my fucking wrist on the bottom of the pool, and then immediately smack my chin. And I hit my chin so hard on the bottom of the pool that at the bottom of that pool, that 5-foot pool, not deep, I was like, whoa. That I could have just fucking died. And I came up.
That's why they have signs.
Yeah. Turns out they do apply to me.
Is this even good?